Yes. My mine is free, so tak boleh record. Mine is free. I can only record on Microsoft Teams je kalau nak. Nak? Okay, okay. Let's sekejap. Cuma saya tak pernah pakai Microsoft Teams. Nak create instant meeting. Let me have a look. Macam mana nak buat dia. Sekejap. Tak payahlah. Maintain je kat sini. Saya dah record dah pun. It's fine. Maintain je, maintain. We maintain. Okay. Alright, so let us begin. So you can see my screen kan? Right, so these are the culprits. For example, this 81 is 9 to the power of what, if you can recall? It's actually 9 square actually. 81 is actually 9 square. Kenapa? Have you managed to do the things I asked you to list down the power? Okay, so that means you should be able to orang kata apa, suspect ni suspect that 9 square is 81. And did you do the 9 to the power of 1.5, 2.5 and so on? Did you manage to do like 9 to the power of 1.5 berapa? No, okay. So kalau you tak sempat buat tu, meaning you akan rasa susah sikit sekarang sebab actually 9 to the power of uh, 0.5 is 3. Do you know why 0.5? Because remember tak, 0.5 is 1 over 2 kan? So 1 over 2 is actually square root. Remember we did this last class? Square root of 9 is 3 kan? Okay. So this is the form of the conversion that you kena tahu lah, all this. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is kita akan start daripada sini lah. Right. Try to figure out 9 to the power of what is 81, 9 to the power of what is 3, 9 to the power of what is 27. Boleh? Yeah. You want to show? Okay, then I wait lah, no problem. So what are you doing at school at the moment? Which is your 3.1, which is your already chapter 3, very fast. Mm-hmm. Okay, noted. This is not final lah. This is like your term exam lah. Definitely, yeah, definitely not your final. Because if final, you will have to answer all. Okay, are you in? Just press refresh button and you're good to go. And get your calculator ready. I need you to do a few stuff here, a few things. Because if you forgot to do it at home, maybe I need you to do it now lah. A bit, a bit. Okay, try to close it and open it again. It's maybe some cookies problem lah. So how do you study for your math when I'm not teaching you? Mm-hmm. I see. So that is that. How many students in your class? Are you in? Okay, good. Okay, noted. Right. So let's go with this. I need you to do. Are you ready? Okay, just a quick one. You have to write down 9 to the power of 0.5. Use your calculator. What is the answer? 9 to the power of 1. What is your answer? 9 to the power of 1.5. What is the answer? 9 to the power of 2. What is the answer? 9 to the power of 2.5. What is the answer? Can you do that? Use your calculator. This is to train your just this is like to masukkan data in your mind lah. Just do it once. You will be able to get it back later. Are you writing it? I can't see nothing. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it there. Okay. Yes, you should have clicked your calculator. Let me show you my calculator. Okay, I'm gonna share you my whole screen. Okay, nampak my calculator? Okay, so 9 to the power of 0.5. 3. Okay, so what I did was I put 9 and I put the hat, which is the power, and then put 0.5 next to it. And then press enter, then I got 3. Okay, do for the rest up until 9 to the power of maybe 3.5. Okay, now let's look at the question. Now, which one is which? One of the, I mean, all the three integers here given to you can be changed or transformed into 9 to the power of something. So you got to figure out which one. Okay, so one of these numbers that you created here, okay, remember the numbers that you created here, it can be, it's like you can change 81 into the form of 9 to the power of something. Which one do you choose from your red box here? Yes, 9 to the power of 2, write down. We call it 9 square. Good. Now you understand? That means we can do the same for this number 8. 8 kita boleh tukar jadi 64 to the power something. And all this can be changed into 64 to the power something. The catch is, I want you to see this. We have to write down 64 to the power of something first lah, betul tak? So I want you to do this, okay? Do the same thing, but okay, good. But do you notice that this 64 is a very big base and we are changing it into small, small numbers. So that means our indexes, our power, our exponent kena jadi decimals. I need you to do this. 64 to the power of 0.1, 64 to the power of 0.2, 64 to the power of 0.3, 64 to the power of 0.4 until 64 to the power of 1.5. Leceh, yes, but it will give you the idea. Boleh? Alright, have a go. Let me padam mine. Okay, have a go. I'm gonna change screens for a while. You just continue what you do, okay? I'm just gonna give you more links, in other words. So as well. Yes. 64 to the power 0.1. So let me take the calculator. So 64 to the power of 0.1. Yeah, just take 1.5. It's fine. Just take one decimal place lah. Whenever you see. Do we get our numbers? I can see your number there. Lepas tu, the only one that hits is 64 to the power of 0. Do you get your numbers? Can you see that the only one that hits is 64 to the power of 0.5, which is your uh, uh, 8 kan? Okay, so now the question is, the only one that you can answer so far is what? Is A, betul tak? You can only answer A as of now. The rest tak kena lagi, tak jumpa lagi. I'm going to give you the shortcut because you missed out a few numbers there. So it's actually 64 to the power of 0.25, if I'm not wrong. Oh no, it's not. No, no, it's not, it's not, it's not. I don't get 4. I need to get that 4 there. So how do I get that 4? Maybe 64 to the power of 0.75. Now that's too big. 64 to the power of, let me just do my magic. Yeah, but it's actually fine. To the power of 1 over 3 actually. Yeah. Okay, so let me show you something. This is quite important. So you've done some. This is what we call as try and error. What you did is just what we call a try and error lah. Now this is the first step before you actually can memorize the true forms of any single number into index form lah. So you got to do a lot of try and error. You got to play with the numbers. You got to see which one hits the number that you're looking for. So it is true that the first one is 64 to the power of 0.5. The second one is a bit tricky. You almost got it. You almost got it, but because of I did not say about fraction number, you didn't get it. It's actually 64 to the power of 1 over 3. Okay. And the 16 is actually 64 to the power of 0. I think 2 thirds. Yes, it's actually 64 to the power of 2 thirds. Okay. Now, it's not very easy to change from big number to small number, kan? But it's very easy to change small number to big number. So I want you to realize this. Anytime you want to change any number into a small number, single number, it's gonna be quite a try and error. But the first one was very easy. Question number 5 was very easy. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so now is the algebra part in which I need you to pay attention. First, whenever you have two elements. What do I mean by two elements? You got a number 9, and then you got a letter of x squared. So these two will receive the power from the outside. So the metaphor that I like to use is we don't discriminate. Okay, we never discriminate. So that means if I'm going to do a simplification of algebra, if I got a b inside a bracket with a power of 2, that means A will be getting this 2, B also gets the square. Okay, do you understand? Right, so another explanation. Let's say the A is already, uh-uh. So let's say I got this in this situation here. A now is currently to the power of 3, B is to the power of 4. So what happens is the power, mixer power will multiply, betul? You have learned about this. Power will multiply, so dia akan jadi a to the power of 6 and b to the power of 8. Okay, do you have any question when I do this? Okay, I'm gonna do one more example which involve a fraction. People don't like this, but I have to. Okay, this is not formula, this is just examples lah. Okay, not a formula. Okay, now a to the power of 1 over 2 and b to the power of 2. Okay, let's say what happens if I got 3 and I got 4. So 4 will meet 1 over 2. 4 akan jumpa 1 over 2. What do? They multiply each other. So I got a to the power of 2, and 4 will meet to the power of 2 that belongs to b. It's going to be b to the power of 8. Okay, so do you see the difference? Okay, so but then on the question here, everything on the outside, every power on the outside is like a fraction, so you got to be able to do it lah. You are, for example, question 7a. So 9 to the power of 1 over 2 is 3, isn't it? And x squared, the square makes it 1 over 2 becomes just x. That's your answer. Okay, try soalan B. Okay, so your 2 is correct. What happens when 6 times 1 over 2? You can use your calculator. Mm-mm. 6 times 1/2 jadi berapa? So then your answer would then be 2x to the power of 3. Betul? Write down. Okay, continue the rest with the same method. X to the power of, just jangan takut, just write down your answer. What do you get? Believe in yourself. Try je. What is your answer for C? Oh, so I suppose you should have done 8 times by 1/2 kan? You should get 4. Very good. Okay, do you know that you can change from fraction form into your decimal form? I don't mind if either one lah, but I just need you to know. Can you press the ABC button to change between the two? This button here. No ABC button? Okay, try to press the fraction button. What do you get? Can you change between decimals and fraction there? It says what? Zero. Can you show me how does your calculator look like? Let me see. I just need to see where the button is. Hold on, it doesn't come up yet. I cannot see your camera lah. Tak nampak. Or maybe you can send me a picture boleh tak? Send me a It's fine, it's fine. Send me a picture. Oh, your button is here. SD. Nampak tak SD? Your button is there. Uh-uh. Then you can change between fraction and decimals. Okay, got it? This button here. Okay. Okay, so that means you can have x to the power 1.5. Okay. And please take note, yeah, we decided to use decimal form instead of a fraction just to make things simple, okay? As of now. Try question E. That is correct. Next one. Question F similar. 125 to the power of 1 over 3. Can you use a calculator to find 125 to the power of 1 over 3? Like this? Oh, okay. Your calculator needs to be like this. So 125 to the power of 1 over 3. You need to put a bracket on. Okay? So okay, you can use eraser. You can use eraser to padam. Okay, I see. Good, that is correct. Let's move on. Question 8A. You're doing question 8A, kan? Okay, good. Good. Okay, now since you already know, 8A tu nak buat macam mana, I need you to do the rest as your homework, boleh? Right. We need to get to the next part, which is the negative index. Please open your negative index. It's on your. It's here. Indices negative. Second link. Okay. Open it. You dah okay yang fractional means this one lah. This one pula. We are going for negative index tonight. This is the new thing that you will learn. Are you in? This is called a negative index. Just now you learned fractional index. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you something. It's very simple. Now, why and what is the character of having a power of negative? Now, imagine this number. Can you see my screen? Now, any index that you can create is actually always over one. Do you know about that? Any index is actually over one. Now, imagine saya paksa A kuasa 2 tu pindah rumah turun bawah. I force A to the power of 2 pindah rumah. I paksa dia keluar dari rumah dia. I force dia A to the power of 2 A square outside of the house. So, apa jadi dekat emotion dia? What happens to you if somebody comes over to your place and say, hey, get out from your house? Good. Your emotion becomes negative. So, the same idea applies here. So, it becomes 1 to the power of negative 2. Okay? And vice versa, let's say I got already A to the power of negative 3. So this is to the power of 1. If I want to force the power to become positive, that means I have to move the power, I have to move whatever at the top to go down. So it becomes 1 over to the power of 3. Okay, you got the idea? Okay, now can you try to do as much as possible for question 1A? And when it says evaluate, once you get to the point, you can use a calculator. And if you feel that you know the numbers, you don't need to use calculator, that's even better. Okay, so I need you to be able to change this into a fraction form. Since this is over 1, that means I can force it to become 1 over 5 square, in which a 5 square is a 25, right? So I want to see this fraction form je as of now. Boleh? Yes, I want to see a fraction form. Okay? A
Yeah, how do you define it again?
because 5 square. Remember?
Okay,
I,
okay,
I
yeah.
put a 5 square at the bottom, so that's how you get 25, 1 over 25. How's your other subjects here, Camelia?
Science subject.
Yep. Math, English, sorry, English. So the worst one is math lah. I see, okay, noted. Now, you don't need to write down the over one. Once you get the hang of it, tak payah pun tulis word 1 over 1 tu, just straight away give me the answer je. Okay, alright, show me your working. How did 2 to the power of negative 1 becomes 1 over 2, yeah? How did 2 to the power of negative 1 becomes 1 over 2, 1 over 4? Did you see any negative 2? So it's the power of negative 1 kan? So kalau turun bawah jadi 1 over 2 to the power of 1, which is just 1 over 2 je. Don't change the number. Okay, so just now the power was 2 because I got negative 2 as a power. Okay, now yang soalan you buat B tu, power dia berapa? Negative 1 kan? So kalau dia turun bawah jadi apa? Positive 1. Bukan 2. It's not 2. Faham? Okay. Same like the rest lah. Kalau you depends on the power lah. Jangan tukar nombor dia. Tukar simbol sahaja. Good, betul? Can I can I have you try to write it nicely? Make the numbers nice. 1 over, let me know when you're ready. Uh, okay. So we are going to make your numbers nice. So 1 over 2 to the power of 1. Can you make it nice like 1 over 2? Because 2 to the power of 1 is just 1 over 2. Now, what about C? 1 over to the power, 1 over 2 to the power of 3. 1 over 2 cube. Make it nice? Yes. Good, 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 good. That is correct. That's what I wanted to see. Boleh? Okay, good. Continue. So far, so good. I got no complaint. Pernah buat latihan macam ni? Tak pernah. Um, can you check your E? Must have been.
See,
Yes, it is. Correct. Good, good. Continue. Okay. The rest is your homework. Okay, boleh. Go for question number two. Change the fraction into index form. Hantar balik. Reverse, reverse. Reverse jadi index form. Cuba try one question. Use your instinct. Apa dah belajar tadi, use your instinct. Spot on. Very good. You understand. Continue two questions. Okay, good. Go for question number three. Now, the difference for question number three is we need to write it in the form of 2 to the power of n. Let me give you an example, boleh? Look at question 3. I mean, 3A is easy, but 3B is quite daunting. So I need you to change this into 2 to the power 1 over to the power of 2 first. Lastly, baru you tukar jadi 2 to the power of negative 2. Do you understand? There must be 2 to the power of something. Okay, so basically kita nak tukar dia jadi 2 to the power of something. And in order for us to get 2 to the power of something, kita kena make sure dia jadi index form dulu. So 1 over 4 is actually equivalent to 1 over 2 to the power of 2. Do you agree? Lastly baru bawa naik atas. Jadilah 2 to the power of negative 2. Okay, right. Try question C, question A, C, D and the rest. You have to recall what you did for the square. Remember I did you ask to do this? Kalau tak recall, you kena list down dekat sebelah tu. List down dekat sebelah tu, 2 to the power of 2 is what? 2 to the power of 3 is what? Kalau you tak recall lah. That is good. That is good. Moving on to question C. Very, very good for question C. Good. E and F, can you do on your own later? We are moving down to question number 4. The same thing that you did for question number 3. Do 3 questions for number 4. Question 4. You know what you should be doing, kan? By now, we are doing 5 to the power of something lah. Can you list down 5 to the power of 1 berapa, 5 to the power of 2 berapa, 5 to the power of 3 berapa, 5 to the power of 4 berapa? Maybe you want to list it down here.
Mm.
So that's better because I think that will help you to spot on immediately each of the numbers there. Where are you doing it tak nampak lah. Oh situ eh. Kecil je.
Mm.
Okay, okay, I can see. Okay. Alright. So do your magic now. Boleh nampak dah kan? Okay, boleh. Good. 1 over 5 cube. And the next one should be. No, I need you to bring the index up, make it into a negative, like the previous question, boleh? So dia punya working ni tak habis.
So,
That is betul, correct. Cantik. Okay, now let's go for question number 4. Based on my understanding here, all the numbers here are fine lah. So now you are no longer afraid with the numbers, kan? Should be fine. Now let's do question number 5, where I want you to change it into a fraction form. We are starting to play with algebra a bit lah. A to the power of negative 2, can you change it into a fraction? And if you do, what does it look like? Question number 5. that the power of negative 2 belongs to A. So kalau you nak bawa turun bawah, bawa turun semua sekali. Okay, tak apa, show me. Getting that. Kalau tak ada power macam tu lah, tapi tu kan ada power negative 2. So dia akan jadi apa? 1 over A square. Dia akan jadi 1 over A square. Okay, good. Good job. Semua cantik. Senang eh? Now, go for question number 6. Tukar balik jadi index form. Oh no, bring it up. Bring it up. Dia sepatutnya naik atas kan? Dia tukar tempat. W square originally dekat bottom. So when I ask you to do index form, dia naik atas kan? Jadi apa? W to the power of negative 2. Kenapa ada 1 over? Bukan the whole thing naik atas ke? The whole thing naik atas, betul tak? So dia jadi W to the power of negative 2 tu je. Over 1 lah. Kan dia tukar tempat, dia tukar rumah. Kalau nak, kalau you nak and then you perlukan to the power, I mean over 1, then you continue write it down. Tapi kalau dah faham, over 1 tu tak payah tulis lah. Okay, right. Moving on. Oh, tuan tak keluar lagi kejap. Okay, good. Now, question 7. I need you to change that into fractions. Boleh? I'm going to help you question C onwards. B, you try buat sendiri dulu. A dengan B. Remember, negative 2 belongs to Y and Y alone. Ya, betul. Correct. Boleh. So, nampak tak? Ada bracket to the power of negative 2 tu. Means like the whole thing is to the power of negative 2. So, kalau saya paksa jadi fraction, the whole thing akan turun bawah. Macam tu. Nampak? Okay, try donkey and the rest. Semua betul. Good job. Getting better? Rasa macam confident? Good. Now, I want you to change apa yang you nampak dekat soalan 8 tu, change it into index form balik. Sekejap, tak nampak power dia. Yes, betul. Only power goes up, the 3 stays at bottom. Okay, yang naik atas siapa je? Tukar ni je, Y naik atas je. So jawapannya sepatutnya 2 over 3, I mean 2Y negative 2 over 3 macam tu. Okay. Okay, go with donkey and the rest. Sekejap, ya tak nampak semua. Yang number donkey tu kenapa 4 naik atas, 4 maintain bawah?
You change it.
No, you don't exchange, you leave the one at the top. That's better. Macam mana 6 boleh turun bawah Can you tell me? And then kenapa kalau naik? Okay. So, check soalan E dengan F. Soalan E dulu.
Is it
Okay, so bila tengok soalan E the whole thing goes up. So the power becomes negative, so it becomes 6y to the power of negative m. And then the whole thing goes up, dia akan jadi ax to the power of negative n. This, macam mana? Because question C tu nombor, the one that we ignore is number at the bottom. Question E and F are all unknowns lah, letters. So the whole thing I bring up. Okay, okay. Correct your answer? Betulkan jawapan kamu? Yes, that is correct. Okay, now I will give you sort of like homework. Question 9, the whole thing. Question 10 also the whole thing. Boleh? I think you should know. It's in this file called negative indexes. Okay? Please keep a note to yourself how you can write things down. You need to manage your workload. Ada homework lain tak? As of now, ada homework lain tak? Okay. So what I'm going to help you with, I'm going to just write down here. Okay, negative index homework. That's it. So make sure you check and recheck before we get into the next class. And anytime you want to see your answer, it's always down here. Boleh? It's in the last page. You can check your answer there. Okay, so in the next class, kita akan start dengan law of indexes, but we will start with the non letters lah. We start with numbers first. Okay, we will start to play with all this law, the new law that you will learn. And after you are comfortable with this, kita baru masuk dia punya law of indices yang require you to remember something lah. You can see all the ugliness inside here kan, all these things. But once you understand the law, it should be easy. And because we handle fractional and indexes already, it shouldn't be that a problem to you lah. So, oh, you also have another one, fractional index homework. Yes. Boleh, boleh. I have no problem. You must. How do you want to show me your end of chapter punya work? Do you have it in PDF form? So how do you want me to see your? I think that's doable. Boleh? Send it earlier lah. So later I can put it on. All right. I think that's all for tonight. Do you have any other question? I hope you enjoyed the class. The thing is, we don't need to rush now. Learning math is not about rushing. Unfortunately, in your case, maybe your teacher is a bit rushy. I don't know what's there might be a good reason for that. I don't know what is the reason. Um, I cannot say that she's wrong. Maybe she got plans for her stuff. Maybe she'll come back and do like I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. But when in my class, if you do not understand, you do what you do like now. Lah. You must tell me why, and all that. So the reason that I leave you a little bit of homework is because you can check the answers at the bottom here. Always check the answers of whatever that you do without me, because that way you can learn faster. Okay? All right, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next class, which is, let me check calendar. This part I always forgot. I'll see you on Wednesday and Thursday. You're welcome. Take care. Assalamualaikum.